Hi guys and girls, you're doing fantastically well. Let me explain quickly though how leverage can massively build your teams and increase the size of your business using leverage system. It's very difficult for me to explain this over the phone. Face to face, we just haven't got the time this month, so I'm going to try and do this with a slideshow. Leverage. Let's for example say you're going for team leader, or you're trying to create a team leader within your business. You've got 3 recruits here. We've got Steve Critchley, Wes Linden, Robin Brooks. Yeah, very funny. Now we're not going to sit back no matter how wonderful we think they're going to be and let them dictate our financial future. So we're going to continue to speak to people. It doesn't matter if you recruited these people last week, yesterday or 3 years ago. They're there in your business. You'll recruit somebody else. I'm going to speak to my mate Jimmy Chapman. He's a fellow police officer friend of mine. Met him down the pub and he has joined my business. Now the way this works with leverage, you need to understand that when somebody joins your business, they do not need to be placed for 7 days. They are effectively floating in your business structure. You can place them anywhere you like underneath the last line or leg in your business. You can't put them in front of people, but you can put them anywhere else within 7 days. So do not place for 7 days because you can have some fun with this. And this is how it works. For example, you can go back to your team members. For let's say Steve Critchley. Hiya Steve, how you doing mate? Look, you're doing fantastic well, you've made a fantastic start to the business. Listen Steve, I've just recruited my mate Jimmy. I think he's going to be fantastic. Listen mate, I noticed you haven't booked your mad ticket. How about this? You book your mad ticket and I'll stick Jimmy in your team as a little bit of a reward, a bit of a boost to your business. How about that? Do it in the next 48 hours. Let me know you've booked it. I'll stick Jimmy in your team. Or how about, hi Steve, how you doing mate? Listen, I've just recruited Jimmy into your business. Do you think you could recruit a distributor the next 48 hours? Because I'll tell you what, if you do, I'll stick Jimmy in your business. A bit like 2 for 1 really. What a fantastic deal. Keep me posted, let me know how you're getting on. If for example you can't decide where to place Jimmy, you could chuck it out to all your team for example and say, look, let's have a bit of a competition here. First one to recruit somebody, put them on the system, let me know, let me see the effect of the result rather, I'll stick Jimmy in your business, 2 for 1. It can be whatever you want. It may be just to say, look, get to QD. Get to the position where you earn residual income, or just get back on getting started because you've been a bit quiet. You can have some fun with your team because you've got 7 days in which to decide whether to place when and where to place Jimmy. What am I going to do in the meantime? I'm going to go back to my no for now list because I've got a lot of people who are sat on the fence. I've come to cops, I've spoken to them on the phone, colleagues, whatever it is, and I've got one that's on my no for now list called Alex Russell, and I've still got Jimmy floating around in the background. He's up my sleeve. So let me explain how this works. Hi Alex, how you doing mate? It's a quick call. Remember we spoke about my business opportunity a while back and you wanted to think about it, or you came to the co-op and you were thinking whatever it was. Well, I had to call mate, I had to share something special, but we have to move quickly. Remember where I went over how we make money and you can earn a lifetime residual income from anyone that joins your team? Yeah, that's right. Well, I've just recruited Jimmy. He's going to be fantastic. Listen, if we act today and get you signed up, I can put Jimmy into your team. I'll take care of everything and it'll be a fantastic start for you. If we don't do this, then someone else will benefit from the income from Jimmy's team. I don't want you to miss out on that, mate. So Alex, do you fancy giving it a go? Shall we get started? Now Alex would be bonkers not to join, and he does because he goes for that carrot. So Alex joins the business, he signs up online or you sign a form, whatever it is, and he hits the system. You do not place Alex for 7 days. He's floating in your business. Are you getting the hint here? 7 days is the key. We contact partner services. We say, please place Jimmy Chapman under Alex Russell, and partner services will do that within the first 7 days. Don't leave it any longer. Jimmy goes underneath Alex, but Alex is still floating in our business for 7 days. Jimmy is now locked in underneath Alex. When we move Alex, Jimmy goes with him automatically. So, do I take the rest of the month off? Absolutely not. I go back to the next person on my list straight away. It just happens to be a guy called Rob Barris. And what we do is we pick up the phone or we speak to face with Rob and say, hi Rob, how you doing mate? Do you remember we spoke about my business opportunity a while back and you wanted to think about it? I had to call mate, I had to share something special, but we've got to move quickly. Remember when I went over how we make money? Blah de blah de blah de blah. I've just recruited Jimmy and Alex. They're both going to be fantastic. If we act today and get you signed up, I can stick Jimmy and Alex into your team. Blah de blah de blah. Do you understand how this works? Rob would be absolutely bonkers not to join the business. He signs up. He doesn't have to be placed for 7 days. 7 days is the key. You can use him for 7 days. And what you do is you contact partner services and you say, please place Alex Russell within his 7 days underneath Rob Barris. That locks Alex and Jimmy underneath Rob Barris for 7 days. But Rob can be moved for 7 days. How many days? 7 days. Do you understand how this works? You continue this and continue this and continue this. Now in the meantime, Alex, Jimmy, Rob will start building their businesses. They may even start introducing distributors themselves, which means this line or this leg will grow and grow and grow, and you can continue to move it around or keep it live for 7 days. So let's go back to your original team members. Imagine if I went back to Steve Critchley now and said, Steve, look, you made a fantastic start. Do you remember I said I was going to stick Jimmy in your team when you booked your MAD ticket? I noticed you still haven't done that, mate. Look, I'm going to up the ante because Jimmy now comes with Alex and Rob. I got 3 team members to stick into your business if you get stuck into this. Book your MAD ticket, go to Getting Started, recruit another distributor, whatever you want to do. You're up in the ante, you're creating urgency, massive expansion in your business, and you're having some good fun with this. So leverage is fantastic. You've got to recruit within 7 days. You've got to place within 7 days, but do not place any sooner because there's lots you can do with it. If you're not a massive recruiter yourself, you can speak to your own team and say when they recruit someone, do not place for 7 days. Let me know, and I can go back to my no for now list and I can use your new recruit to leverage my prospects. I'll speak to somebody, I'll say, look, one of my team just recruited Jimmy. If you join my business a day, I'll get them to put Jimmy in your team. That means your recruit, you'll know for now that when they join will have to go into your team member's position. That's not a problem, but it gives you the ability to give them, use the leverage and get them into the business and give them their first free member, Jimmy. I hope that hasn't confused you too much. Please feel free to give me a call anytime you want to go over this more. Please share this with your teams. Look out for the movers and shakers. Look out for those that are recruiting and make sure they're aware and familiar with this. But do not forget to place within 7 days or on the 7th day, because you go out of time and anybody who hasn't been placed within that time period automatically locks in frontline to you. And you don't want to be any wider than 5 legs. I would suggest not before you're really seriously about to hit senior group leader. Hope you understand that. A fantastic day. Well done, guys. Cheers.